Yo, what's up guys? Today we're gonna review and test the best gaming laptop HP made so far, aka 2018 version of the Omen 15. I am Matthias Tech from gamingandreview.com, and without wasting more time, let's start the review. There's a lot of configurations of the newest HP Omen 15, starting from the Intel i5 with GTX 1050, ending at i7 with 1070 Max-Q. The unit I have here features the newest 6-core Intel i7-8750H processor that can turbo up to 3.9 GHz on all cores and 4.1 GHz on a single core. For the graphics, there is a GTX 1070 Max-Q with a 15.6-inch 1080p 144Hz display running on 7 milliseconds response time. There's also 16 gigs of DDR4 memory clocked at 2666 MHz in single channel and 256 GB of M.2 PCIe SSD and 1TB HDD for the storage. Depending on the model, the price starts from $899 for the weakest configuration, rising up to $2,000 for the most powerful one. If you wanna see the current price for all the configurations, make sure to check Amazon links in the description. You can also find the timestamps there if you wanna skip some parts of this video. So the laptop is made in the old black and red design. It's nothing too obnoxious, but it still makes the impression of a typical gaming laptop. The Omen 15 is mainly made of plastic, which is perfectly fine for a budget configuration. Although if you look at the higher priced ones, for example the GTX 1070 Max-Q, it feels a bit cheap compared to the competition's laptops. I gotta admit though, the construction overall feels very solid. The dimensions of the Omen 15 are 360mm in width, 263mm in depth, and 26mm in height. The laptop weighs around 2.5 kg and the charger is additional 0.35 kg, making it 2.85 kg in total. Okay, let's take a look inside. Starting from the top, there's a 720p HD webcam located in the center, so the camera angle is great even though the laptop has a thin bezel screen. Under the webcam there is a 15.6-inch 1080p 144Hz display with G-Sync. The Omen 15 has a full-size keyboard with 4-zone RGB lighting, and of course a touchpad with dedicated buttons. Alright, when it comes to the screen quality, there's one thing you need to be careful about. If you're serious about buying this laptop, make sure to grab the model that has the 144Hz display. Not only the color accuracy and brightness is much better compared to 60Hz one, but also it has the G-Syncs, which helps a lot when it comes to the gaming under 60 FPS. All these features for only $70 extra. My unit has a 15.6-inch 1080p 144Hz 7ms response time IPS panel with G-Sync. Thanks to the thin bezels, the laptop has 86% screen to body ratio. The color accuracy in this model is pretty much what you can expect from mid and higher end gaming laptops. You can easily use it for content creation and tasks where the color accuracy matters most. The display scores 95% of sRGB, 72% of Adobe RGB and the brightness of 310 nits. The panel runs on 144Hz 7ms response time, so it's pretty much a new standard in gaming laptops. This one though has the G-Sync, which prevents the screen tearing effect, so you can expect the smoothest animations possible in-game. The HP Omen 15 has a full-size keyboard with 4-zone RGB lighting. As I said before, when you compare the budget configurations to other similar priced laptops, the RGB lighting looks really good since the most of the budget laptops have only one color backlight that you can't customize. Although if you look at the higher end configurations, the keyboard backlight just feels cheap. Not only the lighting is divided into 4 zones, but also there are no presets like rainbow that you could apply, so you're left with the steady colors only. The keyboard has a great key travel distance and is very solid. Also for me the key layout was pretty easy to get used to. There's almost no keyboard flex at all, and the bottom panel construction feels really solid. In my opinion, the HP Omen 15 overall is a better deal when it comes to the budget configurations. Not so much when it comes to the higher priced ones, since the higher end components are stuck in the budget chassis. You can easily find a better built laptop at $2,000 price point. For example, the ROG Scar 2 that I made a review of. If you wanna check it out, the link is down below. The touchpad has 2 dedicated buttons instead of standard button mechanism and runs on Synaptics drivers. I heard some people complaining that it doesn't always recognize some gestures, but I didn't have any problem with it. The tracking also was good, so I can't say bad thing about the touchpad. The Omen 15 has the speakers made by Bank and Olufsen, so the sound is clear but it lacks the bass since the laptop doesn't have a subwoofer. With the volume set to 100%, the speakers hit around 75 decibels. For the ports, starting from the left side, there's a USB 3.1 Type A, 3.5mm jacks for headphones and microphone, and SD card reader. On the back there's an Ethernet port, USB 3.1 Type A port, HDMI port, mini DisplayPort 1.2, USB 3.1 Type C with Thunderbolt 3 support, and a lock mechanism. On the right side there's a power input and the USB 3.1 Type A. Since the laptop has the G-Sync and runs on Nvidia GPU only, the battery life is a bit shorter than it would be with integrated graphics. While watching YouTube videos, Twitch streams and doing some office works with the videos running in the background, I managed to use it for 3 hours and 12 minutes in one charge, with the screen brightness set to 75%, so you will need a charger if you plan to take this laptop into meetings or class. The temperatures during the 3D Mark V Strike benchmark were pretty decent. The CPU and GPU didn't throttle at all during benchmark or gaming sessions. Also, if you see the temperatures getting higher after a few months, you can always undervolt the CPU since the software doesn't allow you to control the fan speeds. When it comes to the noise, even if the laptop stays on idle, you can still hear the fans, so it's not completely silent. Under heavy load during CPU and GPU benchmark or playing newest games, the noise level gets up to 46 decibels. The Omen 15 is one of the easier laptops to upgrade, although you gotta be careful while opening the back panel since the plastic is very thin and it's easy to break it. Chris from TechFinds made a great tutorial where he shows step by step how to disassemble the laptop and replace the RAM and drives, so you can check it out by clicking the link in the description. Thanks to the G-Sync combined with GTX 1060 or GTX 1070 Max-Q, gaming on this device feels really nice and smooth. Here are the average frame rates you can expect in games from both configurations. For the detailed gaming benchmarks in 17 games, you can find the links down below. Overall, I think the newest HP Omen 15 is a great value for budget configurations up to GTX 1060, since it offers a lot more features than competition, although the situation changes when you take a look at GTX 1070 Max-Q configuration. For this one you can find better offers elsewhere. You can compare it to the GTX 1070 ASUS ROG Scar 2, which I recently made a video about, so you can see how many features the best HP Omen 15 configuration is missing compared to the Scar. Link in the description. Okay, let's count the pros and cons of this laptop. Great value for budget configurations. Up to GTX 1060 the price is really good. Excellent display, great panel, very good color reproduction and brightness with excellent viewing angles. Very solid. For a plastic laptop, the Omen 15 is really solid. Great thermals, quite good temperatures under heavy load like gaming, and no thermal throttling. GTX 1070 Max-Q configurations is not worth it. Since the higher end components are stuck in the budget chassis, competition offers much better laptops in this price point. Limited software. You can't control fan speeds from the software level. Short battery life. While watching YouTube videos, Twitch streams and doing some office works with the videos running in the background, the battery lasted only for 3 hours and 12 minutes. I left Amazon links in the description, so you can check the lowest price available for each model. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumb up, leave a comment or subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.